Hey, travelers! It's a scorcher out here on another hot day.
Obviously, COVID is still happening because obviously we're still in a backyard.
Right. But welcome to our little corner of the YouTube world.
This episode's like a time capsule. Someone might come across it 10 years from now on YouTube and be like, "Why are they in the backyard?" And then they're not.
Right.
Yeah. So
yeah.
You can tell it's still happening.
We're doing this for history, folks.
Yeah, we're doing it for history.
That's
folks.
right. Right.
Anyways,
here.
Because it's so hot out, Landon, and
because we've been doing episodes that I don't really care for, we might as well just continue down that road.
Going.
Yeah.
We're doing hard seltzers today. I know what you're thinking. Could not wait for this episode.
Oh yeah, I've been looking forward to this about as much as I've been looking forward to the mustard beer from Oscar Blues.
I kept jokingly saying that this episode's gonna be like six minutes long. Like, yeah, it tastes like seltzer water. Next. So this might be
another berry seltzer water. Yeah.
This might be the shortest one ever, episode wise. There's not gonna be a ton to talk about, but we'll make do. But we each actually got real beers too, because
Well, and I've talked about summer beers probably more than I should throughout this whole ordeal because it's been unseasonably warm for most of it. But I went against my summer beer, and I'm drinking a pecan Kringle Stout from Central Waters.
That sounds fantastic. I got a fresh coast here from Three Sheep, so I guess let's have a swig of real beer to remind ourselves.
Yeah, what beer tastes like.
Yep, there's hops in that. I like that.
I suppose next week you're going to want to do like another NA beer
I think
episode.
we learned our lesson.
I
think we learned that that's not a good idea.
I saw one of the gals that we follow on Instagram. She's from Texas, and she did a few posts about NA beers the other day. And she must really like them because she was very excited about them. And she did a post on there and took a survey. What do you guys think? NA beers, yes or no? And then she was talking about how NA beers are big in Germany. And,
Europe is
and whatever. And a lot of people commented, it tastes great, but it's missing something. Alcohol.
Yeah, that is the best way to sum up an NA beer. It's essentially just like a malt beverage soda pop.
Yeah, and was it Lagunitas that made the hop water?
Yeah.
I don't mind those. They're very refreshing.
Very refreshing.
However, if I'm gonna drink something refreshing, I don't want to pay that much for it.
Oh yeah, no, that seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah. So
anyways, seltzer water. The first one is Quirk. It's Quirk.
Quirk
from Boulevard Brewing. Boulevard Brewing's out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Missouri.
Apologize.
I don't think Kansas City's as far south as you need to be before they start calling it Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
I'm north of most things here.
You sure are.
Yeah, I'm mentally and physically speaking.
Yes. Well, look at that color.
It's
hazy.
It's cloudier than I thought
It's
it would
be. A little
be.
hazy.
Yeah, little on the hazy side. Got some tight little bubbles in there.
Got a lot of berries on the nose.
What flavor is this, Landon?
This is strawberry, lemon, and basil.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That basil's got the rogue in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see how that tastes. Yeah. Smells like a strawberry lemonade on the nose.
Tastes like lemon water.
Tastes like fancy lemon water.
Fancy lemon water
with a little basil, like when you're at a fancy resort and you go to like the fancy resort gym, they always have like the little like water things filled with cucumbers and lemons and basil or some herbs.
Yep.
That's what this tastes like.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a vacation, just got done with a workout.
Do you know what I've noticed the problem? A lot of people go, these are the things that I like to drink on a boat when you're out boating and whatever. The problem with it is you have to drink it super fast before it warms up, especially like on a day like this. If you were out on a boat, you better have that in a ton of ice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, when you go, 5 minutes in,
really,
it's warming up.
The first third of the can is what you want.
And then just dump the rest out in the lake?
It's just like, let's water a plant. I would say there's also a lot of discussion out there on whether or not seltzers should be poured in a glass or drank from the can. There was something because seltzers typically have smaller, more refined bubbles.
Right. Yeah.
And we should probably define what a seltzer water is. It's bubbly water with alcohol.
Yep.
Defined. Like I said, this will be a short episode. And so there's an argument whether or not seltzer should be drank from a can, because if you drink it from the can, in theory, the liquid has to pass over the lip of the can, or the little,
Right.
whatever you want to call it, the hole.
Yep.
And that helps break up the bubbles and give it more of a refreshing zip, as opposed to a glass where you just kind of get a general wash of bubbles.
Whoever thought that seltzers would be so complicated?
Yeah.
Not me.
Obviously, seltzer waters exist for years, just regular seltzer waters.
Well, when you go to Europe, right, when you ask for a water,
it's sparkling. That's what
most of the time it is, or they ask with or without bubbles.
My friend's mom in Germany was just perplexed that I don't want sparkling water all the time. I'm like, I don't. I was like 19. I'm like, I don't know. I'll just drink a water. I don't need bubbles in it. It's weird. I was from Mondovi, guys.
And for those of you that don't live in Wisconsin and have no idea what Mondovi is, it's nowhere.
Yeah,
and that's I'm from the Mondovi of South Dakota. So.
Okay, yeah, that was
a
drink. Okay, a little beer here.
you gotta cleanse the palate. That's what you gotta do.
I love hops.
It makes everything taste so good. Hops, grain, not water.
Oh, see, that's
It's clearer.
This one's clearer. Guys, we got a clear one.
It's like Nuprin, little, yellow, different.
I would say, so I think seltzers really hit about, 5 years ago? And I remember I was working for a distributor at the time, and they brought in the first wave of White Claw and Trulies. And I remember sitting there going, game changer. This is, if you have any money to spend, which I don't, ever. But if you in theory had money, I'm like, put it in seltzers right now, because that's where the category's going.
I actually remember you telling me that.
You thought I was crazy.
I thought you were crazy.
You think I'm crazy most times, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of a default.
Well, we can. On the other hand, I was hoping you were also wrong.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to live in that world.
Yeah, well, we're here now.
Now.
It's the future.
Now, I should have realized at the point where White Claws became way more popular than regular beer, that something like Corona was going to come around.
Yeah, I saw a meme with one of the guys from It's Always Sunny just yelling everything was fine until you guys started drinking those seltzers, and now we have coronavirus. So.
There you go. I blame it on you seltzer people.
So this is Terra Buena. This is
Terra Buena.
Strawberry kiwi lemonade. Now, Terra Buena comes out of Milwaukee Brewing in Milwaukee. And I believe this is an organic one, or at least they use organic ingredients in Milwaukee Brewery. If memory serves me correctly, and I could be wrong on this, is in the process of transitioning to becoming organic, certified as a brewery. So this is organic. It's clear.
Very, very nice. Yes, it is. It looks like water, with the exception of the little bubbles.
I would say the other one smelled more like strawberries and lemons. I don't know what this one smells like. That's a weird.
I know that smell. But I couldn't tell you what it is offhand. It's not a good memory smell.
Yeah, this one's definitely not as...
I know what it is. You remember Flintstone vitamins?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, when you smelled the it's exactly what it smells like.
That was a great bridge. He bridged that nicely.
Thank you.
No, that is actually spot on.
My mind is usually somewhere in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, Flintstone vitamins, I got this.
It doesn't taste like Flintstone vitamins.
No, it most certainly does not.
But it also doesn't taste like much.
Yeah, I would say this one's definitely a little less flavorful.
It kind of has a dry gin end. It finishes
definitely drier.
It finishes real dry.
Yeah, I'd say the bubbles are a little bit more refined, a little bit more healthy.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where that dryness comes from. This is also 5% alcohol. How easy would it be to drink 6 of these?
And then be trashed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
the exception of the taste.
Very subtle. It's very, very subtle.
Yeah.
I definitely get a lot of kiwi. Strawberry is such a soft and gentle flavor. It's really hard to make that a strawberry shine, but you get the kiwi plenty.
Well, those breweries like Strawberry Rhubarb from New Glarus, for instance. Mm-hmm. Let's go back to beer for a bit.
Yeah, great idea.
The strawberry flavor that they get is that concentrate.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you think?
I'm thinking of New Glarus. I think they're probably using fresh fruit in New Glarus.
I know they're using fresh rhubarb, but I imagine they probably are the fresh strawberries too. But is it just that they're putting so many or so much fruit in there that's how they get the flavor?
You might have to drink that beer next week.
I have 2 of them. I've been drinking it.
I tried a New Glarus Nectar the other day. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah. I forgot how good of sours New Glarus makes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, seltzers.
Back to seltzers.
It's exciting, guys.
IPAs 1 week, seltzers the next.
Landon's in hell. Yeah, but, it's fine.
We're sitting in the hot sun.
It does feel like a bit
It
like
does
hella.
feel a bit like hell. Why not? Huh?
Yeah, that's a flavor.
That is a flavor. Yeah. Fortified with antioxidants. So it's
Healthy.
so you're not gonna get drunk.
I feel like I've never gone so hard on seltzers that I've been drunk, but I almost want to do it in the name of science just to see what kind of hangover that delivers. Because we've all had, like, you drink too much beers, you wake up the next morning, you're like, ugh.
You know,
a loaf of bread.
If I can get my wife to come and pick me up, I'll be there.
We'll sit her on the back. We'll make what's the manliest thing we can make on the grill, and then just pound seltzers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make steak.
Maybe some whiskey.
Or we're gonna need some scotch to follow it.
Oh,
that
would be a trial.
Maybe like a bottle of Lagavulin.
I feel this like it'd be like our version of going into the desert with a 24-pack of seltzer, and I'm not coming out until I'm drunk.
It might take a while.
I'd probably.
Maybe we'll get hungover while we're drunk. You never know.
I think I'd probably almost pee faster, and it would just be this.
You? Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it. This man has the
Capacity.
bladder of
Cocker Spaniel egg.
yeah,
it's tiny.
it's real small.
I'm working on it, but not well.
It's not, I hate to tell you, it's probably not going to get any better with age.
It's only gotten worse with age. Only gotten worse, despite my best effort. At this point, I'm just putting fingers in the hole in the dam, metaphorically speaking.
Anyway, back to the last seltzer.
This one is
we
cloudless. It is from Sheboygan.
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 They make brats and sausages there.
Already
Yeah.
a fan. It's also the home of Three Sheeps, which is a solid brewery.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we kind of kept it local on two of them, I guess. I didn't really think about that until now, but yeah, let's give Cloudless a shot.
Also clear.
Also wild berry this one.
Yep.
We're getting away from the strawberries and the kiwis.
No haze on this one. Still small bubbles.
Yep, small bubbles. I think it has a pleasant smell.
It's got a nice blackberry smell on the nose.
If you gave me like a tea that smelled like this, I would be pretty happy with the smell.
Yeah.
I'm like, this tea might be good.
The flavor.
Ooh, this one's probably the winner, though. If I had to pick a winner.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's this most gentle. It's most flavorful and yet gentle.
It has a I hate to be harsh, but it has a do you know how mothballs smell?
Yeah.
It almost tastes like that.
I don't know if I get that at all.
No?
No.
It's almost blackberries that have gone bad. Yeah.
I think so far.
Hold on. Maybe I didn't cleanse my palate in between.
You got to cleanse your palate, man. Yeah, that's why we have the real beer. We need a beer to cleanse our seltzer palates here.
There we go. That's better.
I would say this is.
We'll try it again.
This is the most complete of the three.
Oh, that tastes better now. Yeah.
I mean, I think with the first lesson here is you're gonna drink a seltzer for the day. Pick one and stick with it.
Pick one and stick with it, or have other beers to wash it down, which almost seems to be pointless. You might as well just.
So, like, I'm ultimately, if you enjoy hard seltzers, enjoy them to your heart's delight.
Absolutely, and if you enjoy these, anyway, as I was saying, if you like any of these, that's totally
they're
fine.
Seltzers.
We do need an exorcist though, so if you have one, let us know. The camera just randomly shut off.
Yeah.
So,
Haunted backyard.
Well, and I blame it on COVID.
I blame it on seltzers.
And I blame it on seltzers. Yeah.
Like the camera gave up on us.
I think so. The camera just said, "F it, we're done."
I thought this was a beer show, guys. You sold out.
14 minutes in, and
I thought this was a beer show.
We're good.
Where's the purity of the craft?
Now, granted, that camera only knows beer.
Yeah,
So,
You know
Yeah.
what? To be fair, I've actually got to hear a lot of people talk about these particular seltzers that we were drinking.
Yeah.
And they put a lot of effort into making these because it's actually hard to make a flavorless beverage like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
To make something as crispy and clean as those is really, really hard. So it's insane the amount of R&D that has gone into hard seltzers. We should probably at least give a shout out to that category.
I give a shout out to the people that do this.
It takes a lot of craftsmanship.
It's excellent. It's just not something that I particularly gravitate towards.
I will keep buying your beers. I like all of your beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, good, Beth. You can have the rest of the seltzers.
I got one in there for you.
We have some left in the cans. I do want to. We're going to start doing, and hopefully it's not every week that we have to do it, but we'll do our version of Ode to a Dead Guy.
Oh.
Hopefully nobody dies.
Oh.
But, however, the Growler magazine in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul is ceasing operation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, wow. That's
So that's one of the fatalities of COVID.
How?
It's the same. There's no advertisements happening because nobody can afford to advertise anymore, and
Because no one's selling anything.
that's pretty much it. Which leads us to, if you like a brewery and you like their beer and you feel comfortable going to pick something up there, you should.
Pick it up at your store.
Yeah, well, you should buy their beer however you can.
Yeah.
But so
Don't quit drinking, folks.
to the Growler, I'm gonna pour one out just for them.
That magazine's been around for forever, and if I ever learned how to read, I would totally read it.
Yeah, I mostly looked at the pictures because I'm a less words, more pictures guy.
Why don't you
Pictures,
make a picture
pictures
book
were
about beer?
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Worth 1,000 words.
they are.
How many pages is that? You can fit in one page in a picture. Yeah.
Agreed.
Science.
Science. Anyway, hopefully they may come back someday, and who knows how they'll come back. But they were a stalwart in the craft beer industry, and
especially for the northern Midwest.
right. And we're underrepresented as it is anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, everyone always goes coastal when it comes to beer. West Coast, East Coast.
Yep.
There's a weird amount of breweries in the Midwest that have no coast beers like labels. And I always find that funny because we're just so desperate for it. No, we have an identity too. We have no coast, but yeah.
we do.
We have a lot of Great Lake coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have an identity. We're just not entirely sure what it is yet.
It's
Other
multi-IPAs
than
as of
Spotted Cow.
As of now, it's just multi-IPAs.
And nobody seems to want those, I guess.
Yeah, outside of like a handful of folks.
Yeah. Anyway, we've gone on long enough about
This might be
seltzers.
the longest episode about seltzers that
I think after this one, next week we're gonna do all Scotch, just 5 glasses of Scotch, and we're gonna compare them.
Actually,
And,
I can probably make that happen.
That might
Let's do a tour of Scotland with Scotch.
we could do that. That might be our longest episode ever, and then toward the end of it, you won't be able to understand what we're actually talking about.
Or are they still running Ubers?
I think they are.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find a way for you to get home, one way or the other.
If I have to sell myself, I will.
Okay. Sounds good. Anyway, make sure that you check us out on all the social medias. Make sure that you tell your friends and family about us because, let's be honest, we're real close to 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, but we're not close enough. So if you could help us out on that, we might do a giveaway, and we might do a beer giveaway. You never know, because we've got beers.
There's one thing we have an abundance of.
We've got beer. So help us get to 1,000, and we'll help you get some beer. Anyway, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter if you must. We will see you next week, everybody. Prost.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, you can click down below where there's some more episodes for you to watch. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on episodes that you do watch. We hope to see you next time.